In one of the most shocking moments in WWE history, John Cena has finally turned heel, aligning with The Rock, selling his soul to the final boss of the board of directors of TKO, and fulfilling a wish that fans have had of him for nearly a decade. John Cena has not been a heel in WWE ever since 2003. And while his run as a babyface at first was fantastic, with the fans behind him around this new energy that he had been able to create for himself over the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick, for the last 10 to 15 years, it has been much of the same. And people have always been wondering, when would WWE pull the trigger and make John Cena a heel? And one of the biggest reasons it never happened was because of John Cena's presence as WWE's top babyface. John Cena was not just the top champion in WWE. John Cena was not just the top superstar in WWE. He was the face of the entire brand. And during the fallout of several different scandals, from the passing of Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit to steroid scandals and many others, it was very important for WWE, and most importantly their brand, to be associated with positive things. And that is a major reason why you did not see John Cena turn heel. That, alongside the fact that Cena had made himself into one of the friendlier faces of any brand when it comes to reaching out to kids, granting more Make-A-Wishes than any single person in the history of that entire entity. For WWE, turning John Cena heel was almost out of the question entirely. And the only other time outside of this year where it was even considered was back in 2011-2012, when he was having his first feud with The Rock. And in the lead up to that match, there was a plan for John Cena to turn heel. There was merch made. There was even a theme song that was redone. Cena has spoken about this at length, claiming that everything was ready to go. Everything was going to happen until it wasn't. And for whatever reason, it is still a mystery to many fans. They never went in that direction. And for, again, over the past decade, it has been a bit of a meme. It has been a joke. Oh, when is WWE going to do that John Cena heel turn? Cena has even hinted towards this in promos, twisting his heel in the fallout of WrestleMania in 2013. But never was it actually in play until Cena announced his final run. That is when you saw the fantasy booking. That is when you saw the idea of Cena turning heel become more palatable, because this is the last time we'll ever see him. This is the last time we would ever get the chance. Fans are clamoring for it to happen. And at Elimination Chamber, after years upon years upon years of teasing, after years of fantasy booking, after nearly a decade and a half of pleading with WWE to do the unthinkable, they finally did it at Elimination Chamber 2025, when John Cena looked over to The Rock. The Rock gave the signal, and Cena, like the dastardly heel he is now going to be, kicked Cody Rhodes where the sun doesn't shine. And that has kicked off what many will probably argue the most interesting version of John Cena we will ever see. Because all of those things that I mentioned earlier on, all of those things, from the Make-A-Wishes to them needing a friendly face around the brand, those are no longer problems that WWE has. WWE has several different faces of the company at this point, from Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, several different positive faces that they can put out there. John Cena does not need to be in that spot. They don't even have the problem of being associated with the level of bad PR that they had back in the day, while you still have several different cases of the Vince McMahon scandal as well as the Ring Boy scandal, which again are kind of separate cases The fact of the matter is WWE has done a much better job than they ever have of navigating those waters. And for John Cena, it's simply just time to cook. It's time to cook great matches, great moments, and even better stories that he has in his entire career. And it begins with this run to WrestleMania. This run against Cody Rhodes is going to signify a changing of the guard, not only in WWE, but in wrestling. Because now the Pandora's box is open. We did not think that John Cena would ever turn heel. Yet now that moment is here. And the question is, what do you do with it? The conventional wisdom would tell you, you have John Cena under the guide of The Rock, the person he just sold his soul to, go into Mania, beat Cody Rhodes by crook, cheating to do so, cementing himself as the biggest heel in the entire company, and for the rest of the year, reminding everyone that while John Cena may not be as fast as he's ever been, may not be as strong as he's ever been, hell, he was on a massive losing streak going into this match. It doesn't matter, because John Cena now is smarter than he's ever been. In the past, he would get away with winning based off of his athleticism, based off of his strength, based off of his ability to just be better than everyone in the ring. That is no longer the case. John Cena, though, now understands that in order to capitalize and win at the level that he is used to, in order to be the success that he knows himself to be, in order to close out his career on his terms, he has to go to the dark side and he has to play dirty to win. And that is going to be the story that WWE should tell over the next couple of months. Capitalize on arguably the biggest moment of the past 20 years in your company and make this something that no one will ever forget. Make this ride over the next couple of months epic. Make it unbelievable and make it something that is worthy of the moment and the run that fans have been booking for the past 20 years in their own heads. Make this the biggest title run in the history of WWE. WWE is going to make a whole bunch of money off of this anyway. You might as well tell a great story. And I, for one, was someone who criticized Triple H for his booking of The Rock and Cody in this instance, but they did the best thing possible in order to save this story. And now it's simply time for them to let it ride and see where we go from here. Will they get it right? I'm optimistic, but hey, I guess we'll see.